Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Good to be back. Sorry I wasn't live yesterday. If any of you guys care, I was out of service. I was helping friends out, and I just couldn't do it. So anyway, I'm back today, and I'm hoping everything works here. It's been a minute since I've been on. Anyway, it's good to be back. Good to be live. Today we're gonna be doing a cooking show. I know it's Tech Tuesday, but I haven't even done tech yet. Um, yeah, good to be back. Feels good. I miss this, man. It's like 3 days going without. Yeah. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. It was awesome to be on your quick show last night. Like you said, you guys, if you want to go and check Michelle out, her and her husband are building an online business that they can help you. So check them out. Anyway, we're gonna get right to it because I don't have much time. Because, like I said, we're gonna do a cooking show today. Yeah. So we're going to give some shout outs. First of all, the morning quote, October 27, 2020. Strive to be a success, I got to read that right. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. Yeah. Yeah. Try to bring value, man. A lot of people, when they get into business or whatever they're trying to do, they think about money. Money right off the hop. How much money can we make? And then, sure, you got to be thinking money. It is important, man. But if you really want to be successful, literally in anything, bring value to somebody, bring value to the people, So, yeah. Good morning, Charm. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it was for popping on. Exactly. Anyway, you guys, check out IOPPS.ca for your daily jobs. Check it out. That's my website, Indigenous Opportunities. Also, check out my nephew's Eston's Crazy Corn on Facebook for your popcorn. If you guys want popcorn anywhere in Saskatchewan, like community popcorn or big orders, we're going to start doing that, okay? We are going to start bringing out orders to you guys. So check out Eston's Crazy Corn on Facebook. Also, don't forget our friends, Canine Action Project, who on Facebook will go around to the reserves and help stray dogs and any dog, really. Also, Save the Rest Dogs on Facebook, Instagram, and Save the Rest Dogs. These guys are doing the same thing as Canine Action Project, so check them out. Also, you guys, don't forget our Chase the Ace Treaty 6 draws every Friday. It's over $17,000. $5 is the only ticket. All you need, one ticket. Check it out. So we're going to go live here, radio. I'm just seeing if Glenna's ready. Glenna, you ready to rock or?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. I'm going to put her back on. So we got Glenna coming on, Glenna Henderson, and she's actually going to be doing a cooking show, morning breakfast. Like I said, I'm trying each thing with my shows, seeing how they work. If, we got tomorrow morning, we got Wealth Wednesdays where we talk about finances and stuff. Thursday, still trying to figure that one out. Fridays, Fitness Fridays. Tuesdays, we're going to see if we can do cooking every morning with Glenna, because she does have a company called Cook 'em Daisies. And so Mondays are Motivation Mondays. Yeah, so like I said, Tuesday is supposed to be Tech Tuesday. We're going to track cooking. And a big shout out to Raymond Fox. He did his first podcast on Sunday, and that thing was huge. I think it's got over 10,000 views, man. His first one interviewed Joey Styles. So big shout out to you, man, and can't wait to see and more of that. If you guys are interested in doing podcasts and you just need some tips and whatever, feel free to reach out to me. Gladly will help. If you want me to come into your community, because now we got COVID going on, a lot of people are going back to this online thing. Hit me up. I can come out there and help you out, or even do an online training session. So yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, man. It was pretty awesome to see. So what about now? You ready to rock? All right, I'm gonna bring her on anyway, regardless. You can talk while you're getting ready. So anyway, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay, wait, I'll just switch it around here a little bit quick. Good morning.
Good morning. So everyone, welcome Glenna Henderson. Is it Cook 'em Daisies?
Yeah, that's my old business name, but I guess it's just recognizable by the Bannock, so I had to use the moniker. It was also my Cook 'em, so I honor her through that,
Yeah.
and a lot of the training and things that were given to me through food. I think everybody has a skill, but they also have things that they do at home, right? That we're not always recognized for, and we do, things that we providing for our families and making meals and doing all those
Yeah.
kinds of things. And both my grandmas or my cookums, one was a mother to 14, and the other one was a mother to
Wow.
12. So
Wow.
so whenever we had family gatherings, like once everybody started pairing off and having children, it included at least, between 20 and 30 people, and sometimes often more. So we there was a lot of things that we had to jump in and do as young women back then, and dishes, cooking, and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah.
I figured out if I do dishes, to get out of doing dishes, all I had to do was learn how to cook. So
Yeah.
I started doing stuff like that, and then other people would just jump in and help, right, and do dishes and things like that. So, but yeah, I really
Awesome.
enjoy it. So,
No, I did a show with Glenna. We did a cooking show, and wow, I can't remember what we cooked, but all I remember is the taste, and it was unreal, like so good. And I was super amazed. So yeah, I'm happy to do this. I
right.
forgot. Hold on, Glenna. Before you say anything, I forgot we got to do a fun fact of the day, and I figured why not do one about cooking. The puffer fish. Here's a fun fact of the day. The puffer fish is the most dangerous dish to prepare or eat. It's that fish that expands in the water to a big ball. It's got spikes. One of the more of exotic dishes, the puffer fish or fugu, is a famous Japanese delicacy that could be fatal if not prepared correctly. Because of this, chefs need a secure license before being cleared to serve the dish. You know which fish I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it from Nemo.
Yeah. Yeah, that fish. Yeah, that puffer fish. So that thing is like the most poisonous fish ever. And if you cut it like I watched the documentary, if you're like a millimeter off, you get some of that toxins in the food and then you're dead. You eat it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like,
I
yeah,
wonder
and
how
it's
much it costs, like to get one and like harvest it and cook
uh,
and serve it.
the fish probably doesn't cost much. Like it's like I don't know, man. Would you tempt it though? Like knowing like what if that chef was hungover and well, what if? And then he just messed up, and then also toast. You're toast.
Right?
I don't know.
Well, and I mean, the same we can say about, choke cherries, right? Like there's cyanide in there, or a form of cyanide. And if you
Oh,
don't cook
really?
them, yeah. So, I mean, like there's a lot of things that are there that have toxins in the world that we have to change. And like even the mushrooms and things that when we foraged and gathered, like we have morels, we have different things that are really good, but there's also lots of mushrooms and things that are highly toxic if you eat them.
Huh.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Shirley Cardinal just said good morning to us, and hello back to you, Shirley.
Good morning,
Shirley was
Shirley.
an old. Shirley was past IOPS host on Empowers Women with Glenna and
Yes.
two others. So, anyway, what we cooking this morning? So, like I said,
I'm
you guys,
good.
like I said before, we are going to try this cooking show, and with Glenna, but Glenna's super busy, so we're just going to see if it works one day a week. Try it out. Hopefully, because like I said, Glenna is an amazing cook, and she does catering. FYI, for those people looking for caterers out there. So,
Yeah,
anyway, what
lots
are we
of
cooking?
lettuce. Okay, so just a tip. Like on Sunday, I cut a whole package of slab bacon, and so I have pieces that are in the fridge, and I just warm it up with a little bit of water to get it soft again and usable. So I made 10 extra pieces. My son puts it in his ramen. We cook it up for breakfast, make a sandwich, add it to some of the things. So it just saves you. Young moms or busy people like myself, who want to try and eat at home as much as possible and not,
Yeah,
especially during these times, who wants to be out and about. I always have cheese and eggs. It's kind of staple stuff. And, you can have this for dinner. You can have it for lunch. You can throw it in the oven with a quiche or any kind of way or whatever. So I love the versatility of eggs, hard boiled, any kind of way. So what I do is I get my eggs ready. Usually 3 is a good serving size for people, and that's your normal, what you would get in a restaurant setting. So
remember when I was cooking my eggs and I was telling everyone I cooked 5 eggs and it became like a big thing, and they're like, no, that's too many. That's too many calories, because I was saying I was trying to eat healthy.
Yeah, well, and I mean, okay, so eggs have about 80 to 100 calories per, depending on the size.
Yeah.
So if you are, say, like, if you're counting your calories, and for a man is usually 2,000 on the regular scale, and you have 5 eggs and spinach and some cheese and stuff, so you're hitting about 675 to 700 calories, which is a third of what you're going for the day, right? Depends on if you're building muscle. That's a high protein. So you want to be able to offset that, and you can eat the same amount of calories. Like, I think maybe a Big Mac or one large order of fries has 675 calories, but none of those are going to build your muscles the way eggs and your spinach and cheese would.
You won't become a Hercules if you're going to be eating McDonald's all day. Yeah.
No. So, I mean, I'm not a little girl, but I mean, I do read labels and have stuff and all kinds of things. So, when you're making an omelet, I guess I should turn on my stove, but is to first scramble your eggs. You can use a simple fork at home. It's an easy task. One of the tricks that I learned for making my eggs, like even scrambled eggs or my omelet, nice and fluffy, and it's not for everybody. A lot of chefs frown on adding anything to eggs or whatever, but I put a little bit of water in there, and it really, like, it maybe a tablespoon or 2. I just add it in, and I get it all nice and frothy. Oops, look at that. See, I'm smoking. Yesterday I made lots of bannock, so there's probably some oil inside here. Just give me a second.
Let's let's go back to the calories while you're getting that already. Is that let's be honest, a lot of us want to be, feeling healthy, looking good, and a lot of us, like Mike, I'm going to say actually myself, I know there's people like me that just don't want to work out, and they say it's 80% how you eat and 20% or the rest is in the gym, so, and I concur to that, because I went vegan / vegetarian, if that's even a thing. I did that for hardcore for 3 months, and like cut out sugar, everything, and I lost 25 pounds. Like, didn't work out, and it just felt great.
Wow.
Like, yeah. It's hard to stick to, man, because like you're starting craving like chicken and meat, and just so anyway, and I want to learn more about cooking, like bringing Glenn on and just learning what's healthy to eat, and how I should do my portions and stuff, because like we do Fitness Fridays, so that could tie into that show at the same time. So it'd be nice to learn how to cook healthier for myself.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is starting at home, because if you start reading labels, like bacon has maybe 110 calories, right, and 75% of it is usually fat. So I mean, you don't add that to everything. There are different diets like Atkins and keto, which is really a big deal right now, and they talk about bacon a lot because it's a comfort, right, and it's something that everybody felt like an indulging kind of thing. But like eating like that every day could harm other things, like your kidneys and different stuff. So you want to be, like somewhat careful about what you're putting in your body all the time. And there's things like an avocado that is a higher fat content, but it has different properties inside of it that help that are different than, say, saturated fats. So there's polyunsaturated fats, mono and trans fats. We see all these labels, right? And it's good to understand how those things interact with our bodies. And like, I know that there's a lot of science on how to treat yourself and do different things, and our bodies here in North America, the indigenous people, they're used to lean meat, they added the tallow, like when when we make Indian popcorn and you have the grease left over, that's
Yeah.
tallow and or lard. And so and then the deer meats or the wild meats are very lean, and the jerky is made. And I teach this in some of the classes that I help out with at the schools. And these are superfoods. If you had choke cherries and the fat, like the tallow and the beef jerky, and it's so light and so easy to carry that all the ingredients put in there is a superfood. You're high in vitamin C. You have fiber from the choke cherries crushed up. You have the high protein content, and those kinds of things are the way we ate. So it was a balance.
Wow. I never even thought about that. I'm learning something right now.
And
I
that's
never.
and that's what we got to do. Like, even when you go to the doctor, like I've been a diabetic for probably 20 years, going on 20 years. And so, like you learn about what kinds of things drive your sugars up, like pop or popcorn or different things, that you eat throughout the day, breads and bannock, and so you have to learn your own body, like your physiology. Like a lot of us have mixed blood now too, right? So like my grandmother was half English. So you think about, okay, well, if I look like her, does my body act like her? Or am I more indigenous because when I eat these breads and different things that were brought over by the newcomers, did my body react in a way where now I'm a big girl, right? And I'm not shy about who I am. This is me. I've been this way for most of my adult life. I do try and stay fit, where I can still move and do things or whatever. But I mean, I also like to eat. So I have a lot of friends that work out just to eat, right? So I mean, you can do different trade-offs, and it depends on how you feel about and I guess the main thing that I feel is, like, now that I'm in my late 40s, is I want to be active, for another 25, 30 years. I want to move. Like, I want to be able to chase grandchildren and do things. So if you're a mobile and you're eating and enjoying foods and stuff like that, then you should offset it with activity, like get out for a walk and lift weights or do what you can, like depending on your strengths and your abilities, but stay that way, right? Stay active, or else you just become a puddle on your couch.
All right, so let's get back to that. No, that was awesome information, Glenda. You're so right. It's like just we are who we eat. We pretty much what we eat anyway. And then a lot of us as indigenous people are lactose right now, or we become like I think I became lactose like when I was like in my early 20s, and then just sucks.
Something you noticed, and I think that we give up milk and drinking bottles and different things like that, and it certainly wasn't anything that we had back when we were more migratory. Like you nursed and then you were done. There was no more milk products till you're 2 and all this kind of stuff, and I mean, and not to debunk that or try and give something back, but I mean, milk wasn't really a part of our culture, and I think that's why our bodies react so badly. Like same thing, if I need things to move in my stomach, I'll have some milk or go get an ice cream or something, right? Because I know it's gonna create help me out, I guess. And so so be careful, like think about it, listen to your body, what's good, what isn't, and I try to limit wheat now, even though I make my business on bannock. It just, to my body, I feel like it's like a steroid. My body thickens, my face gets red, all kinds of stuff. I get pimples and whatever whenever my diet consists a lot of bread. So I mean, listen to your body, and do that. So and do it for yourself, right? And you and your kids, and listen to the things that happen. So
for the kids,
yes. And you want to be here for as long as you can. So I have olive oil, and I prefer that with my eggs. So and olive oil is one of those oils that you don't want to have a high heat on there. And when you're making an omelet, you don't really need it to be on maximum. I would start at a medium medium heat anyways, because you want to be able to turn it over and you want it to cook, right? Like evenly and not be too dark on one side. So I'm gonna put my
And,
omelet in there.
and then I know everyone out there, it's just cooking eggs. Like we all know how to cook eggs, man. Like there is special ways to cook eggs that would probably blow your mind that none of us know about. Hopefully that Glenna here will teach us some new skills. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I just like the medium thing. That's not me. When I put my oil on, I'm blasting that heat to high, and then I throw all my eggs on there, dump my pepper on there, cake it with pepper, and then flip it over. Why would you put it on medium? Is that just to keep the burning down
Well,
on
it's
the
just
oil?
so it doesn't burn and it doesn't, like, because you never try and flip your omelet over and all the stuff goes sliding off to the other side. Well, you want
Yeah.
it to evenly cook. So another trick is just to pull back a little bit from the egg and let some of the uncooked portion, fill in the gaps and stuff, and let it,
Yeah.
just so it's easier, because once you flip it over, you only have so much time to melt your cheese and everything like that, right? So that's why we grate cheese. And there's just me eating this morning, so I'm not going to use full 2 pieces of bacon, but I'll be able to make some for my sons too here in a little bit.
So that's cheese there?
Is this cheese? Yeah, just regular marble cheese. Like I do have some fancier cheese, but this one is like maybe $5 for a block. The bacon itself, like I bought a whole slab of bacon that was $18, and I cut it myself. And what that does is that we had a big breakfast, a big Sunday brunch with our with my boys on Sunday, and then I had 10 pieces left over for the week. So this is 2. I'm going to make 3 omelets out of this, or at least 2 this morning, and for me and my sons. And
you know what we should do?
What's that?
I just had an idea while you're cooking there and yummy omelet. We should put out, because I just want to tie the show, like every day I want it to tie into each other, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should try do, like, if we continue this Tuesday morning thing, cooking with you and stuff is or even just like Tuesday was all about healthy cooking, is do like, okay, this meal costs this much and this meal is this many calories.
Yeah, we could certainly set that up.
I think
I was a little bit busy yesterday, and
understandable.
Yeah.
Glenna worked 18 hours yesterday, so it's pretty badass that she's on here. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So there's my egg, and if it breaks, who cares, right? You're at home, when I'm at a restaurant and working on a griddle, I have a big flat, so sometimes your eggs are going to break. Mine did this morning. But as soon as I flip it over, see how light brown that is? I'm going to put some cheese on there.
You got to put your
It doesn't have to be a lot. Like literally,
you got to put your camera down a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys, this is our first show. If we continue to do this every Tuesday, we're going to try to do maybe an over the head stove camera shot.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll have a little more time to set up and
things
like that, get everything done. But anyways,
it'll be like a legit cooking show.
Yeah, I'll have a table and everything set up. So this is how much bacon there is, probably about 1 slice and 2 tablespoons of cheddar cheese. And so all of that's nicely cooked. And so with omelets, right, there's always that 3-way turn, and you just kind of want to get everything, and that cheese is going to gel over top of it, right? So
that's the first I've ever heard about a 3-way turn on an omelet. I thought you just flap it over. I just thought you just kind of flap it over.
No, there's 1 turn, and then there's the second turn. So you kind of like folding a paper to go into your mail, like if you're going to mail something. So you're folding your piece of paper, and so your omelet comes in 3.
Oh.
So it looks a little fluffy there. You flip it over, and then we're going to put a little bit more cheese on top just to have a nice look.
Yeah, if you're lactose, this is something you can try and enjoy. Enjoy it. Do they have lactose? Do they have lactose-free cheese? They must.
Yes, they do. And in fact, if you look in the grocery store goat's milk doesn't contain lactose. So you
Yeah, it's
can
goat milk.
have
Yeah.
feta cheese, anything like there's mozzarellas that are made with goat's milk, all that kind of stuff. Might be a little bit more pricey, but if you watch for sales and things like that, you'll be able to get the food that you can eat and enjoy this. There's lots of cheeses that are also vegan. They have a different texture, of course, than regular cheese, but they are still very usable and something that will give you that cheese flavor without the discomfort for work or activities after you're done eating, right? So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna grab a plate and
So yeah, that goat's milk. Yeah, my sister gives it to her kids, and I don't drink milk anymore. I quit drinking milk, I think, like 5 years ago.
yeah,
Like I drink that almond milk now, even though that's kind of like high in saturated fats and stuff. Like you're just trying to switch over.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys, like milk, and who you believe or not, I don't know. It just like. Is it healthy? It's not healthy for your bones. There's no scientific proof. That's just kind of a thing they pushed into that timetable of food chart thing. Dairy's not like healthy for you. It's not. I don't, it is what it is.
I don't think it is the way it's been, like for a long time because there's a lot of hormones. There's different things that they use to help you, like to increase the animal's productivity.
Yeah.
They don't have a fun life. They
Nope.
don't, they're stuck inside of a cage and different things like that. And I mean, that's something that we have to get. You either have to accept it that this is the way food is, or you got to change your own ways. And a lot of our Native people are. There's a huge movement out there for no meat besides wild to be eaten. And so even some of the people out east in different areas are saying don't eat the fish because the waters are tainted now, right? So you could be harming yourself. But because it's still free to us to do that, I mean, it takes time, it takes bullets, it takes fishing gear and all that kind of stuff. So it's not technically free. But I mean, if you want to live on the grid or off the grid, then, you have to start considering stuff like that. So anyways, here's our omelet. How's the view there?
Move? Yeah, that light's in there. Let's see that.
I don't know if that'll help.
Yeah. So there's bacon.
Eggs, and a little bit of cheese. And again, I add a little water to get that puffy kind of feeling out of my eggs and really soft. Like the texture is soft. And I'm going to touch it just because it's easier to show you on there. But I mean, it does make it soft. And sometimes egg has a really pungent taste in it, and I find that adding water takes that away from there. So if you're like me and food brings memories and stuff, and I don't like to have toast every time, so I add that little bit of water, and it makes the eggs more palatable, and I don't really crave for the bread. So there's different things that you can do, right, that are going to help you to change your diet. So this is a more higher in protein breakfast. It's probably about 700 calories again. So that's a
700. Oh, you got bacon in there though, eh?
Yeah, there's the bacon, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say 700 calories. Wow.
Yeah, they can come up really, really fast. That's why you want to, so we have 3 eggs. We have, a full piece of bacon. It's not thin bacon. So, I want it to be probably double the size of a regular piece of bacon. So that's two slices, so the 3 eggs themselves is 300 calories and probably another 260 for the bacon and then the eggs. So it comes really, really fast. That's why they talk about portion control and weighing your foods and making sure that you, really pay attention to what you're putting in your body. I mean, it's really nice to go to a buffet, but you could easily eat anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 calories. And that is 3 pounds of weight.
That shit adds up quick, man. That adds up quick. And if you're not active like myself, like I said, I always like to use myself. I'm not very active to get around because I got older. You start feeling it, and anything you eat is, comes on quick, and it's just sticks on your body. But we're not here to this show, we like the IOPS, it's all about bringing value. We're not here to just tell you how to eat. And she was saying measure and stuff. Like, obviously, no one's gonna measure every single day because that's tedious unless you're becoming a bodybuilder or you're really into what you want to eat. But we're trying to bring value, just how to eat healthier. Maybe you'll learn how to how much calories are in each thing. Like, I looked at that plate and I was thinking maybe 300 calories. I did not know there was that many calories in per egg. So yeah, you guys, we're gonna try. Like I said, we're gonna try this every Tuesday, right, Glenna?
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, and every Tuesday. So we're gonna try and do this every Tuesday. Do a cooking show. I'll work with Glenna on it over this week. And better at camera angle. I want to do the over the top thing. So it's straight down, and maybe we'll have two cameras on you.
Two cameras? Yeah, that's what
we can do. Yeah, we can do two. It's just two cell phones, and then I can just from my end I can switch it and whatever, right? So that'll be pretty cool. And just looking forward to this and bringing more value for the IOPS morning show, you guys. But with that, Glenna, we are Kevin Marashi says my traditional breakfast from McDonald's only has about 600 calories, plus I get coffee.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if
and I mean, you can go to McDonald's if you like nuked food. And they're perfectly portioned, right? Like, and I'm not knocking it. Like, have your breakfast, get your stuff together, whatever you need. If that's how you use your calories, it's good. That doesn't mean there's not food value there, right?
Yeah.
But this is real cheese. There's some I guess there's vitamins infused and different things, where you're not getting a lot of the processed meats. And then, it's your preference, right? Like, I don't have, how much is a breakfast meal? $8 a day to go buy breakfast, or $6 a day, to do that. Cause you think about that, and these eggs, I buy a dozen eggs, which is $3.85. And I feed me and my sons, 4 meals, right?
Yeah.
So out of that, so I look at that cost value, and some of us are on the go or don't have other people to cook for, so we don't look at things like that. But I mean, Kevin, cheers. I wish I had my coffee on right now. I was busy this morning. So.
It is early, man. It is early, but it's awesome, Glenna, and I thank you. We're time's up. I'm excited to look forward to this because I always want to do a cooking show. Remember, I kept telling you I want to keep doing. I've inboxed you so many times. I want to do a cooking show. I want to do a cooking show. Like, even though we did one, there was one episode with Carrie Chikosis, who we could actually bring on too. We could have like a double one-time show of you guys cooking whatever. Anyway, but
another thing too is to have somebody copy what I'm doing. So send them all the ingredients and then show them how easy it is to do at home.
You know what? That's a great idea. We're gonna do so many cool things here on the IOPS morning show. So Tuesdays. It was Tech Tuesday. It's going to be cooking now.
Okay.
But I'm going to throw some tech in there a little bit here and there while you're talking. But
maybe I will do that too.
Yeah. So with that, you guys, I want to thank Glenna for coming on. So if you're looking to look better and feel better about yourself and how you eat, Glenna is going to be teaching us all the good stuff starting next week, Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. on the IOPS morning show. With that, I'm out of here. Glenna, thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Yeah.
Peace.
Have a great day.